It's your boy King Rebel coming to you live once again, man. AKA the Young Rebel, AKA your boy Twin, man. Kind of cold out here today, but the sun's shining, so I want to come out here and discuss some things that I've been seeing uh, on social media. I don't know if y'all seen the evil white lady who was breaking babies' bones. She's a nurse, and she was breaking babies' bones. It's crazy, man. I'm talking about baby just born, and we people at the hospital entrusting you with the care of the newborn, taking it from the mother, cutting the umbilical cord, putting it in the baby facility part, incubator, whatever it may be, and this lady is breaking their bones. Come on, man. Nothing about this system can be trusted. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you look, and every part of it is corrupted. How is she breaking the baby's bones, man? It's wild. And she did 7 kids. They only charged her for one at this moment. Hopefully she get the cases for all 7 of them, man. You know, that's insane, man. Why is you doing it? You know what I'm saying? This whole society, it just corrupted and evil on every level of the society. Same way when you the kind of transition to use an example. Same way when you look at FF1 with Skip Bayless and that whole motion. Every part of this society is corrupted. And guess and what every part of this society have in common? It's white society. They who govern the society. You think prostitution, child trafficking, uh, gang banging, drugs, poverty. You think that's just something that's happening right now. But you can go all the way back to ancient Greece. In any society that white people govern, this is their society. That is the culture. That's their culture. That's their identity. Corruption, greed, violence, sexual immorality, uh, violence. Go check it out. While you steady thinking, oh man, if people do this and people do that, it'll change. White people society has always been filled with gangs. Go back to Rome. Rome had gangs in the streets that the Senate or the politicians would use to press different people. The same way the Democrats and Republicans got their gangs. Like, what's that? The Democrat one is called NAFTA, not NAFTA. What's that shit called? They be in the street with the masses. Antifa. Just like the Republican got the far right militias in different groups that you seen come out during the George Floyd riots in some of these cities. These militias come out and they was wanting to target black people. Come to find out, it was a bunch of white people out there. That's how Kyle Rittenhouse shot that white dude. I want to say shot his arm out. I don't know if he killed him or not. I know he beat the case though. You know what I'm saying? He was part of one of them far right malicious groups. You know what I'm saying? So this is the society. If you go all the way back to Greece, prostitution, or horn, you know, that being their culture. The problem is that we have learned life under them. I hate to say it like this, but uh coming over here, our ancestors coming over here being enslaved were breeded like animals, raped and molested, abused sexually to their liking, to the white people's liking. You was ripped away from your families, not allowed to, as a man, to even be able to protect your woman, your child, as a result, your family as a whole. And now what you seeing is this social engineering that they did. Now you see it's, now they ain't gotta force it. Now you in autopilot. Some of us in autopilot just acting according to the way they would like you to. They would put out your eyes if they found out you could read. Now you don't want to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, every problem that you can see in the black community is a direct result going all the way back to how you've been conditioned and taught from slavery all the way to now. Everything. They'll say, well, you got your own mind. You can not do this and not do that. And that's true to some degree. But your environment is a large indicator of how your personality and your belief system is going to be shaped. All right. So you in a box that's been created, and this has always been white people's society. Before slavery, let's go back to Europe. The mass majority of the population were peasants, and you had landlords, the feudal system. Then you had the kings, the monarchs of Europe. But the mass majority of the European population was peasants all the way up until the slave trade. The slave trade boosted the wealth of Europe and took them past everybody else. Before then, Europe wasn't the dominant cultural society of the world, or the West was not the dominant cultural society of the world. Before then, you had Islam. You had times where the Northern Africa or the Africans had a dominant society. When I say that, because remember, the Northern Africans and the Arab, well, not the Arabs, but black Muslims took over Spain in the Dark Ages for down there. I want to say eight to 1,000 years. Then you had China's culture that was dominant. Education, they the first people who came with gunpowder, but never had the evil, violent mind to concentrate that powder and make a bullet and actually kill. You know what I'm saying? That's a European innovation of gunpowder. So when you go look at history, this has been their culture. Now you living in it, and you've been cut out from history. So you don't really look at this as a continuation of how they live and express. When you go to I go back to ancient Rome. Plenty of crime in the streets. Crime is a part of their society. You know what I'm saying? You look at every European immigrant that came to America. What's the first thing they did in their ascent to get out of poverty, in a sense? The first thing that the Irish did, started a mafia, a criminal cartel. The Italians, a criminal cartel. I say the Jewish because they come from Russian, Poland, and Germany. They started a criminal cartel enterprise syndicate. That's their natural emotion. See, we trying to copy something or learn a way that's not our way. And it don't look good on us because it's not us. See, the Irish was able to advance from the criminal cartel to becoming police officers to joining the Senate. All right, same way with the Italians. They was able to come in, start this criminal empire, or what's the word? Enterprise. They went from that to what was there next? To construction, garbage, to the Senate, to legal status, to politicians. Don't you know the Teamsters? The person who started the unions, work unions in America, was a Teamster, which come from the mob. Now, once you understand their transition from what they're doing, and then we start trying to adopt it. It's not for us. That's not our way. That's not our nature. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, we're not supposed to be, or it's not in our nature to be drug dealers. That's why you keep going to jail. White man sell drugs. Shit, he get rich, famous, and get right, and get a business. And why that don't happen for you? You keep going to jail because you're not good at it. God don't want you to do it. You know what I'm saying? You are not a killer. You know what I'm saying? The most friendly looking white man turn around and be a serial killer. You wouldn't even know it because that's in their nature to do. I hate to explain it to you like this, but it's true. You are not a gangster. When I heard someone say you're a gangster, who the first gangsters in America? White people. The Al Capones during the 20s when they had prohibition. That's when you start hearing the term gangsters. So if you're a black man following the idea of using crime to get paid and all that, the white man is the first gangster. Who the first hustlers? The bootleggers. Who's the first gangs? Go back to all the Western movies. Billy the Kid had his gang. This all white people culture. Now we done adopted it, acting like it's ours. We ain't none of that. We got to get back to the mind state of operating like black people. We civil, we peaceful, we not murderers, criminals, and drug dealers. That's not who we are. You know what I'm saying? And if, I'm give you a prime, I gotta say this, I know niggas ain't gonna like this, but most of the people who you see as so-called gangsters, gang members, most of them is a group of cowards. Why I say that? They quit he'll come kill me. They say, oh man, that nigga got on Dallas Cowboy Blue, I'm gonna kill him. But you ain't gonna kill the white man who just kicked in your front door, drug your daddy out of there, beat him, put him in jail, shot the dog, left your mama in there crying, muffed her to the ground where they were handcuffing your daddy. Oh, you ain't gangster about doing nothing about that though. It's cowardly. You know why it's cowardly? Because there's no protection on me. The dogs out here got more protection. You ain't seen that one dog getting killed online. But you can see niggas getting killed and beat and done terrible online. You see what I'm saying? So it's easy. Now, turn that frustration to your real enemy who done stole you, renamed you, made you their property, treated you like an animal, but you ain't got no animosity, no get back for none of these for the earth. That's a problem. So that's why we need to do away with this whole little cultural ideal identity that we've been wrapped up in as far as the menace to societies, the boys in the hoods. That's all entertainment. It's just entertainment. Guess what I found out? It's entertainment to see your misery, to see violence and your deprivation. It's entertainment for the world. You're the only people on earth where you can make a song about killing. Fuck nigga, bitch nigga, hoe nigga. I'm gonna ride on that nigga. Talk about hitting something else. You be shut down instantly. You know what I'm saying? Now I started this out with just showing you this society has been, this is their way. You know what I'm saying? Now a person said, then what is our way? We just living. Yeah, they like your evil step parent. You don't learn from them. That's why the Bible, and I'm not quoting the scripture, I'm a paraphrasing, but it does say, you are your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. The lust of the white man made him a gangster because he wanted some money during the Depression. The lust of your father wants to hustle. That's why he was the first bootleggers, the first robbers, the first thieves running around this over here doing it, taking, murdering. You following after his lust. That's why I say you are your father the devil. Don't look at the devil as a spiritual. With the devil, it is spiritual. But that spirit embodies a person, and that's the white man. He's the devil. The lust of your father, The lust of the white man, he was a rapist. He lusted for hoes. He wanted to have sex with any woman he wanted. You see Skip, he trying to pay somebody $1.5 million, lusting for her. Guess what? We do the same thing now. Look at Puff. Look at Diddy. Look, I'm just gonna run down some names because we have embodied their mind thinking and the way they do things. Look at Bill Cosby. And he did put them pills in them girls' drinks. He did do it. He said in this deposition. Look at R. Kelly. We have become like them. And that's a terrible, terrible thing to do because they are immoral without God. God to them is a business to make money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying it because it's time for us to get back to a certain mind state, a certain way of doing things, a certain way to operate. How, and what mind state, and how should we operate? We should start operating, loving each other, looking out for each other. Let's do the exact opposite of what society wants to push on us. The Bible says, resist the devil and he should flee. How do you resist these white folks right now? The Bible, the blueprint. You resist them by not hating your brother. Why? Because that's what they want you to do. They broadcasting it all through the airways all day, every day to hate each other. So how do you resist? Come back hate. You come back hate with loving one another. They promoting our women to be promiscuous, to be whores. How do you combat that as a woman? Do not be promiscuous. Do not dress how what they show you on TV. Do not value the things that they tell you to value money over the person. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing. And if you do, not knowing, when every time you go to the store, see the prices of everything going up, because your money is becoming more and more worthless. You value that. So keep valuing that money just a little longer. You gonna go to the store, it's gonna be $10. And guess what you gonna do in your ignorance? You gonna rob, kill, steal, swindle, scam for money. Not knowing the more you chasing it, less and less it has value. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you some game. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got to combat these things. When they want to push out, get rich quick schemes and all that you supposed to have money right now. Nah. You combat that with patience. You combat that with saving your money instead of running out here spending your money. You got to come back all these different spirits and ideas, philosophies, ideologies that come your way. You got to combat that with different spirits. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having a spirit of, I ain't got no understanding, zero tolerance out here on the nigga. Instead of having that mind state, you combat that with being quiet, slow to anger, patience, understanding, tolerance. You got to combat these things for every side of the coin. Like if it's a positive, it's a negative. If it's heads, then it's tails on that coin. You got to choose the opposite side of this society and culture. If not, you gonna fall into everything you see them doing. Give you a prime example. You see, remember white people shooting up schools? White kids. In a little bit longer, black kids gonna start doing it. Because you falling into their mind state. You know what I'm saying? Remember when the 80s, when in our community we didn't see too many gay people. If they did, it was in the closet. Now, we do it. We do everything they do. Because we in their spirit, their mind. You your father, the devil. And the lust of your father ye will do. Hey man, pay attention, man. Let us not follow them to hell. Cause I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news and different things of that nature, but it's violent acts happening every day. And I started this out talking about that nurse who breaking babies' bones. You know what I'm saying? What they need to do is sentence her and break her bones. You probably calling the baby the leg to be deformed, arm to be deformed as it grow back. A defenseless baby, they can't cry out and articulate, this lady broke my arm. Man, that lady is a horrible individual, man. And we need to look at that and say, what education did she get to raise up? What religion is she in? What is her mind state? They'll say, oh, she mentally, she got mental health issues. This society creates mental health issues. Now, with that being said, man, I'm going to salute your boy, King Rebel, a.k.a. Young Rebel, a.k.a. Twin, and you know the motto, man. The struggle ain't dead, man. These niggas just scared. You know what I'm saying?